Now, what do you have to do to finish up your packet here? Well, unfortunately, we can't do this just like we used to because they used to have these awesome Design Squad videos that were like 25 minutes long on the Design Squad website. Unfortunately, they took those off. I think someone bought the rights to them, and now you have to actually buy them. So you're going to watch, instead of long ones, you're going to watch a couple short ones. They only have short ones available now, and they're on YouTube. So here's what you're going to do. If you have your packet, you're going to go to the end, and it tells you how to find the videos. You're going to go to youtube.com. While in YouTube, search for Design Squad videos. Choose one of the videos to watch, or actually, you know what? They're like 5 minutes or less. Watch two or three. I think you'll actually think they're kind of cool. Most of you will like them. Watch a couple of them at least, and then decide which one you want to answer the questions on. So then you go back up here. We finished all this. So if you have a question as you're doing this about what happens, what process or what step am I seeing here, you can go back and find it. So answer these questions. Which video did you watch? Just what was the name of your video? In your own words, describe the problem or challenge that was presented to the person or people. So, what was the challenge? What were they trying to solve? What was the problem they were trying to solve? So, what these Design Squad videos are is um, people designing something to solve a problem, and then they see how it worked and how they did. The old ones were really cool. It was actually two teams against each other, and they had a competition. Number 3 says list the criteria and constraints that were given or would be present. So remember, criteria is, and you might want to write these down so you remember, criteria is things like outcomes, what has to happen. Okay, like your CO2 car was made of wood, it had 4 wheels, it had screw eyes. Constraints, or no, that would be constraints, sorry. Okay, it was made of wood, had 4 wheels. Criteria are things like measurements. Your CO2 car was between 8 and 12 inches long. Your body of it had to be full width at the axles. Okay, that would be your criteria. So, what criteria constraints was this person given for this solution? Then, number 4 is you're going to complete this table below, describing what was done at each stage of the design process. So, what did they do to define the problem? If you don't remember to find the problem, you go back up to here and you go, oh yeah, I wrote down that. Okay, if I go back in my PowerPoint here, what did we write for? Got to go way, way back. Okay, maybe I don't want to get back that far. This might take too long. I should have clicked it off and back on. What did we say about define problem? We said you have to identify the problem, right? Identify the problem, validate the problem, okay, all that good stuff. So what did they do there? Then get my worksheet back up, okay? How did they generate concepts? My guess is they probably researched and brainstormed, right? So you're going to write that down in there. What did they find? When they developed a solution, how many different solutions did they come up with before they, or had ideas for before they chose one and actually developed it? Okay. What did they do to develop it? Did they construct and test more than one prototype, or did they get by with one? Right. So fill out this chart as you go. And then when you're all done and you've watched a couple of these videos and you filled this out, then reflect on that. Ask yourself these conclusion questions and fill them in. Make sure I can read your writing too, because remember, you're taking a picture of this. It's kind of hard for me to see them sometimes. So, why do we use the design process? Which steps in the design process do you think is most important and why? Teamwork is many times an important part in completing projects and design challenges. If you were working on a team, how would you contribute to the team? So, answer those conclusion questions. take a picture of just the pages you had to write things on. So what are you going to have? You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 3 pages you need to take pictures of and turn in on Google Classroom. Remember, I reiterate, don't share or email to me. It needs to be turned in on Google Classroom, okay? All right, so hopefully that gets us through our design process. If you have questions, you can email or get on one of my hangouts. Good luck, folks.